Good morning, everybody. What is up? Good day, good day. Cam, what's up, man? Welcome in, Cam. Glad to see ya. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Happy day to you all. Like always, just gonna post a couple more things here. And then we'll get started. Hope you guys are doing good. Having a good day so far. We got some fun stuff hopefully coming. Okay. So what's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome in for another stream. Every time I'm coming back from the weekend, I feel like it's been so freaking long. When in reality, it hasn't been that long. It's been like 2 days. Awesome. So, this week is huge. Starting off with launching SimpleAlerts this week. Super excited about it. Did tons of great work. Finished up the app, right? Got it going. Now this week is going to be mainly focused on admin stuff, getting readmes together, deployment, all that type of stuff. Hey Slayer, what's up? Welcome in, man. Thanks for coming by. So mostly we're doing that this week. So I would say probably not too heavy into coding. There will be some code here, but we're not going to be like how we usually are, where we're just coding the whole time. So we're going to do a lot more kind of like just administrative stuff, right? I'm going to package. I wrote 2 new things this weekend. Awesome, Slayer. Great. I'm going to package this as a proper NPM package tonight. Do it. Let me know how it goes, Slayer. I've always wanted to see how people do that and like it. Yo, Off, what's up? Is it finished? I'm asking on behalf of boss Alec. Let me just show you. How about we do that? That might be a little better. But yes, essentially it is finished. I do think there are things I would still change about it, but I mean, it's finished at this point. So, welcome in, Off. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. Let me go ahead and just get something open then, eh? But yeah, so that's our game plan for this week. And then I think by the end of today, we'll probably have a good idea of where we should be going, like when's launch day going to be and stuff like that. So that's what's happening. I wrote some FTP client node that renames files on the remote server if the same name as the file you're uploading, so your renamed include the current data. That's fantastic. That's awesome, Slayer. Cool. You're always coming up with these nifty little projects. I love it. That's awesome, man. Where is this thingy? Where is this thingy? What? Do I not know how to use this thing? Terminal. Where'd you go, terminal? Oh, there it is. Don't scare me like that ever again. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this started up. I thought it'd be cool to keep it open while we do some of the stuff, so we can see it in action. All right, so let me get it going. We're gonna ng serve it, npm start it. And if you guys want a little bit more explanation on exactly what was done, definitely feel free to ask. But secondly, feel free to check through the channel on Discord. There's a lot of updates in there. All right, let's do it. So first off, we have the homepage is now built out. That's probably like one of the biggest things, right? There's actually a homepage. It's like super simple. It gets the point across. Like, all right, like it's there. Definitely more could be added to it, but we'll see. As a common issue, I found FTP SV sites, people directly uploading files without pushing to the repo first. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I know a lot of people that do that as well. I was playing around with Git hooks last night, so I wrote a Git hook script in Ruby that rejects a commit if the commit message contains any profanities. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome, Slayer. The Git hook stuff is really fun. What's up, Chocolatine? Welcome back. Thanks for coming by. So we have this here, guys. Essentially, it looks like this, right? We have this section designed to help organize your alerts by meaningful filters. And then I just added each icon. And I just put a little description about like what you can do for that filter, right? So like this one has talk about doing the bump to top based on time. This one's based on bit amount. I'm sorry, this is donation, bump to time, and then by like subscription tier or whatever. So like pretty simple there. Made for the community, and then it's literally just a GitHub and Twitch link, and that's pretty much the homepage. You know, nothing too wild. But I think it'll be okay for now, and I'm hoping that when I post about it and when it actually goes live, there'll be a lot more clarity on it. All right, so that's that. Then we connect with Streamlabs, right? All that fun stuff. The one thing that I haven't been able to understand was having to authorize every time you go into the app. I feel like I think it's just a development thing. I don't think it should be an issue once it shouldn't be an issue once everything is launched, from my understanding. And then here's the page, right? So you notice that it's saved data all in here. We now have a click to edit text, like title fields. So like some title, you just click out to save it. And then I moved the delete button actually to this page. It made more sense to me. So I'm actually going to delete both of these. And then we have this placeholder stuff here, which is super cool. Let's see if I do it like this. I try to make it as mobile friendly as possible. Still think there's some work to be done there. Oh, another thing is refresh finally works. Refresh is a thing that works. We ended up putting in session storage. So let's do this. We'll create a cool followers page. In our cool followers page, we're going to listen to just follows, and we'll do a bump by time here. So after 3 minutes, if I haven't read it, let's bump it. So now all live followers will go ahead and hit through here. And then here, let's do bits and donations. So these streams will also be like a cool test, right? A cool test to see if the app is actually working. So we'll turn on our bits and donations. Bump by time I'm not going to do. Bump by donation, if we receive a $25 or more donation, it'll bump that event to the top. Bump by bits, if we receive a 500 bit donation. Well, nice. Let's do 1,000 bit donation. We'll bump that to the top. So same thing here. And then finally, we'll call it sub height. Add that there. And now we'll listen into all our sub events. And for this one, I want to bump by tier. So let's say we get a tier 2 sub today. We'll bump that up to the list. So that's pretty much the app right now. And it's been working. I tested it out over the weekend. Everything seems to be like pretty on point. So Cam, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Pretty sure you followed before, but I'm pretty sure you just wanted to see that. But there you go. There's cool new followers popping up there. Thank you for that follow, dude. Thank you for that test. So one thing we can do now right? Okay, cool. Hey Cam, thanks for the shout out. Alternate account, yeah. Let me go ahead and say, I've read it, I click it, and I'm gonna leave it there for now, but all I have to do is press remove and it will be removed. And that's how you shout out your request. So for any other events within these, right, I'll let it play out so we can see how the bump will actually occur as we're doing stuff. Benil, what's up, man? Welcome in. That's an awesome little emoji you got there. Or emo. Okay, but with that said, after that long introduction, let's go ahead and get something done today. So the first thing I want to start with is this one right here. Finish README and social media posts. So one, I want to have a really great README so people can understand what's going on, and as well as a way for people to contribute. So that's gonna be 2 sections there. And then I want to start with some, I want to post on Reddit, in Twitch's Reddit, as well as Dr. Disrespect's Reddit, and any other potential places that we might think of. So that's the game plan for today. So a lot of like that writing stuff, but I thought I'd keep this open on the side and we can watch it together. Yeah, I can really see the usefulness of get hooks for doing things like enforcing project standards. Yeah, it's actually cool. I've never thought of it like that, Slayer. It's actually really awesome. All right, let's make sure we're in the right branch. Yeah, I created this branch yesterday, release 1.0 admin. And let's go to our README. Right now, it's not really much. It's pretty simple. So right here, I think we'll start with those simple alerts, and then here we can add like I wonder if we should do some sort of like table of contents. Might be kind of cool. And we list out the headers. Never miss another shout out again. SimpleAlerts is a streaming tool that helps organize your alerts by using meaningful filters. Perfect. And then here, right, we can do like 1, 2, 3. Introduction. Maybe we can do like tech. What else can we do? Like for instance, for any of our PHP projects that use PHP unit tests, maybe I could write a hook script to stop a commit from getting pushed if any of the tests fails. Yeah. That's a great point, Slayer. So at least in this thing called Visual Studio, VSTS, Visual Studio Team Server, they have stuff like that, right? Every time you push a build, it goes through a build phase, and you can actually test your test cases and see if you compile, and then if not, it actually rejects the build. But it doesn't reject the commit, so that's the only difference I could see from that. Okay. So introduction, tech, maybe like how to use, and then we can do contributing, and then in this contributing sections there can be a lot of subsections in there. So here maybe we can do like getting started. Yeah, something like that. Follow the progress. That might be kind of cool to have. Are most of your colleagues using VS Code to make the build process easier? Most of my colleagues use Visual Studio, just in general. And for the build process, do you mean like, what do you mean, just locally, or? Okay, yeah, I think we can do something like this. This part, I don't know what I want to do with that yet. Essentially, this is our stack, right? So let's just start with that since we already have it there. I think it's one of the easier things to write. I mean, like with VSTS thing, you just, oh, got it. Yeah, Slayer. Most of my colleagues do use that. Every project we're on, we use that. Yeah. Every build phase is ran through that. And every project that I've been on, and I've seen other people on too. Okay, cool. So we're gonna say SimpleAlerts was built using all JavaScript tech. Comes into one full stack solution. So then we can do like client, and here we can say Angular. What version of Angular am I running? It's probably something to look at. Microsoft also contributes to the Jenkins project, so I presume you guys use that also for CI. No, actually, Slayer, not everyone does. Not everyone does. I've been on a couple projects where they do. It definitely is big, but not all the time. It all depends. It's one of those things. Okay, yeah, I need to figure out my Angular version. I can do that in my package JSON. 5.2 looks like 5.2.4. I think it's just the newest version of Angular. So we're looking at 5.2.4. It seems like, or 5.2.0. Yeah, let's go with 5.2.0. Angular 5.2.0. Client. Then we have our server. Server is going to be node.js. 894. Yo, what is up, Div? Welcome in. How you doing today? Okay, and then we have our storage, I guess, right? I'm missing one here, folks. Good, man. Getting ready to start off the day. Thanks for coming by. Glad to have you here. Oh no. Sorry guys, 1 second. Hey Hex, good morning. Good morning. What is up? Oops. All right, there we go. Having some technical difficulties, as they say. You did a lot of work. Yeah, I did, buddy. Yeah, there's a lot of work done. And I'm just keeping this open, so if people want to try it out, they can. Drop in follows, donations, bit cheers, subscriptions, all that stuff will pop up here. We've set up the filters, so as we do our work today, and pretty much this week, it'll be a good way to test out the app, as well as let people get acclimated with it and see kind of how it works, and maybe get some feedback from you guys too. I'm actually gonna remove cams right there. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. So thanks for coming by, man. Mongo. What version of Mongo are we running? Mongod? Nope. So check Mongo version. Cries. Sorry, man. db.version. All right, that's simple enough, I guess. Is there a way to refollow? Div, I think if you unfollow and then follow, that's probably the most efficient way to do that, from my understanding. But yeah. Yeah, let's do this then. Let's do Mongo, and then we can do db.version. Cool, that actually works. Version 3.4.3. For some reason, I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay, cool. So, SimpleAlerts was built. Get ready for the typos galore, friends. Built using all JavaScript tech that comes. Not putting a V in front of the version number. Thank you, Hex. Using all JavaScript tech. And a full stack solution listed below. Listed. Saved. Hell yeah. So we have that, and then we can say note SimpleAlerts has only been tested in Google Chrome browser. Be quiet about that and do a request later so you help. Sounds good, Jim. Got me there. Similar is only tested in Google Chrome browser. I think that's a good one. I think it's always good to mention because that stuff can get a little slippery there. Cool. Yeah, I think that's a good solution there. Maybe we go to introduction now, right? Talk a little bit more about SimpleAlerts. SimpleAlerts to help streamers become, or streamers visualize their Streamlabs events in a way it easier to follow. A bad example like coding. Let's do their stream. Oh, I want to put a follow progress, like a thank you section, you know? Niblesso has hosted you with 3 new viewers. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for that. Bringing in those 3 fresh new devs. Much appreciated, man. Hope you are doing all right, and I hope you had a great weekend. Again, much appreciated, dude. Cool. Yeah, we definitely want a thank you section in there. We don't have a host event? No, I don't, from what I remember, the Streamlabs API didn't, the socket at least did not support host events from what I can remember. So yeah, so we just have everything but host events and raids. And it kind of makes sense, right? I think the biggest part of this app is using it for events that happen frequently throughout your stream. And hosts and raids, I mean, they do, but you're not going to have like 10 raids in one stream. I'm thinking, you know, that's what the deal is. Thank you, sir, for that fresh dev that you brought in that host. Much appreciated, man. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. Okay, SimpleAlerts was created to help streamers visualize their streamed events in a way that makes it easier. Events in a way that is more intuitive, maybe. It offers a way to separate your events into whatever groupings makes the most sense to you. Bad UI should make a UI made by brainfuck code. Thanks, Div. Appreciate that, bud. SimpleAlerts created to help streamers visualize their stream events in a way that is more intuitive. It offers a way to separate your events into whatever groupings makes the most sense to you. I'm going to say the simplistic UI of SimpleAlerts makes it easy to get started and understand how to apply different filters to your events.
I need emotion over cane. I need a numbing of my brain.
What do you guys think? You guys think I should put a I want to talk about the stream, I think, in the introduction section, instead of like this follow the progress. I think that might be good. Let's put at the end of introduction. We do something like this.
Then in a hazy mid-morning daydream, I found a shady
We're gonna do 28.
That they saved me. They said, "Come be the newest member."
SimpleAlerts is part of the Pixelogic Dev 28-day project stream. Come by and check out the progress. Visit the channel here. And take away the pain. Here we go.
Misery loves company. So hey, what do you say? And at first I wasn't sure.
Visit the channel here to see more projects like this.
The repeating in my head of every last word that you said feels like since you left you still.
I love Nightbot's like remarks that come at the end. Like, want to dance? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Sorry about that, Div. Nightbot doesn't like repeated characters. So SimpleAlerts is part of the Pixelogic Dev 28-day project stream. Visit the channel here to see more projects like this. Okay, cool. SimpleAlerts is created to help streamers visualize their stream events in a way that is more intuitive. It offers a way to separate your events into whatever groupings make the most sense to you. The simplistic UI of SimpleAlerts makes it easy to get started and understand how to apply different filters to your events. These filters can help
I guess if you can't beat 'em,
keep you
join
on
'em.
track.
That's what they always say.
The shouting
Let's go inside, let's come
out your
inside and all commiserate.
loyal viewers.
Singing, we're the newest
Yeah, I think that sounds
members
pretty
of the
good.
Broken Hearts Club.
I'm a fan.
We still feel pretty lonely
I think
and we
READMEs are
wish we
super important
didn't,
parts
but
of any project.
we're the newest
It's just one of those
members
things, you know. You
Broken
gotta
Hearts Club.
make sure that you have a strong README.
But it's easier than love singing. We're the
So tech SimpleAlerts was built using all JavaScript tech in a full stack solution listed below. It's not simplistic. Simplistic equals command line UI. Maybe. Very doubtful though. Client server storage. Note: SimpleAlerts has only been tested in Google Chrome browser. How to use. Cool. Yeah, let's do this. So maybe, wonder if you break this up into sections. So like, yeah, let's do that. So we can do event lists. People who use this probably never heard of the command line UI, so yeah, that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Most people probably haven't even used it. So we can do an event list here. Event list. We can do filters. What else? I think that's pretty much it. It's literally just the event lists themselves, the filters. Oh, maybe we just call them event cells? I don't know. And you need a banner? Yeah, Div, I agree. I think there's a lot of things that the page is missing, but that's completely fine for right now, in all honesty. I think it's getting the app to a point where one, it'll work, and two, it looks I think it looks good. I don't think it looks bad. And all those things will come later on. Hopefully with people, like, since this is an open source project, I want people to contribute and hopefully do things like that. If they're interested, of course, you know. We'll see. If not, then it's alright. Maybe over time we can update it more. So how to use event list filters, event cells. have 32 euro? I don't know why. That response is yes. Yes, I do. All right. Next is filters. I want to say like the key, the maybe the key. So the key behind SimpleAlerts is its filter system. This system helps you to never miss a maybe like that. It's probably weird loaning money to a random person on the internet. I love the responses, Hex. Great. Oh my god, Kobe? That's Kobe? What is up, my dude? Work at 5 a.m. is sick. New desk mic or something? I feel like you're speaking right next to me. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, dude, get to work safe. Yeah, man. We do some ASMR up in here now. Don't think like that. Think that you are nice. Just write up a quick contract. Get that money over there, you know, all that stuff. What's up, Eddie? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, everyone from Thailand. Hey, welcome. Welcome from Thailand. How's it over there, by the way? Thanks for stopping by, Eddie. Are you still streaming, by the way? I saw a notification from you a bit ago. Okay, so the key behind SimpleAlerts is its filter system. This system helps you to never miss an event again. Each event has specific filters that can be applied to them. So let's see this. All good here, nice and hot. That's the way it should be, right? That's awesome, man. Hope you're doing all right. How long are you there for? Oh, we can have a Nigerian prince as a middle contract person. What the hell? I was trying to stream, but the internet was not great. I'm assuming. Huh. Yeah. Did you take the suggestions by trying to do the other ones, or by trying to incorporate those changes we were talking about in Discord, dude? I think that should help out your internet speeds. Coding on a laptop by the pool. Fantastic, man. Enjoy it. Hey, thank you. Thanks for coming by and watching, getting that streaming fix. Much appreciated. Oh, what's your next project? I think we're going to do an iOS app, Chocolatin. I have a couple ideas in mind. Not entirely sure what it's going to be. But yeah, probably an iOS app. That's like my bread and butter. I love doing that stuff, so. Oh, I'm already at work. Let's get a stream together soon, fam. I gotta actually go work. Keep it real. Flat Stanley out. Peace out, Flat Stanley. Have a good one, man. One more week to go, then back to the cold UK. Oh, baby. Sounds fun. Hey, Dragon Dust, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by today. What's up? They helped a lot. Had other tech issues. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. I'm glad they somewhat helped, Eddie. I know that sucks. I streamed from a hotel one time when I was on a business trip. I had the same issues. So I hope it works out for you, man. iOS app? Cool. Let me know if you need some help. You got it. Always looking for help on stream. I love making iOS apps, dude. I'm thinking augmented reality app that I'm gonna finish, or I had this other idea for another iOS app that we'll probably do. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm excited to get this launched and finished, and Oh man, it's exciting. Exciting stuff, dude. Even if one person uses it, it doesn't matter. This is cool. I didn't think, you know, I'd be able to do this. I wish I could hotel internet, but hotel internet here is actually pretty good. Well, lucky for you, Hex. Not all of us can afford a Mac for compiling iOS apps, you know? That is also true, Slayer. But I think it would be pretty cool if we built an iOS app and we launched it in the store. I think that would be the cool part. Keep it open source, but put it out in the store. Like that would be awesome. I think that's a disconnect for a lot of people, where they create a project and they're like, and this is not just for iOS apps, I think it's gonna be for any iOS app, or any app in general. Like, people create it and they build it and they're like, all right, this is cool, and then they're the only ones who actually use it. But the disconnect is actually launching it somewhere for other people to use. I think that's the biggest part that people need to see and like experience, you know? So, I don't know, we'll see. Yo, Mr. Demon Wolf with the host. Thank you very much for that, sir. Hope your new place is doing all right. Appreciate that, host. Like always, man. Thank you. Can I compile an iOS app on iOS? Yeah. Those two words don't go into one sentence. Hey, nice spelling there, buddy. Apple open source. Dude, Swift is open source if you guys didn't know that. Swift is a completely open source language. Each math specific can be applied to them. Yeah, so here... Oh, crap. Is there a 5? Like one lower than that? iOS, iPhone open source. I love that. That's hilarious. I'm not an English speaker, you remember? Don't hate on me. I know. I had to, man. You always bash me for my spelling, so that was my one jab. I'm done though. Promise. Okay, so let's start with donations. Alright, let's start with all events first, because I don't know if this is actual markdown. Hold on. I'm really not sure. Okay, it is. It's an H6. That is small as balls. No, 5. Okay, H5 is alright. That's okay. That'll do. I know, no problem. So we do all events. I can speak England. Nice. That's a good one to speak too. All events have I think it's one filter in common, which is the, what did I call it here? Bump by time. Filter. By enabling this filter, you are able to by enabling this filter, events that pass the minute threshold by enabling this filter, events that pass the minute threshold you set will be bumped to the top of the list. Something like that. All events have one filter in common, which is the bump by time filter. By enabling this filter, events that pass the minute threshold you set will be bumped to the top of the respective top of their respective event lists. I think that makes sense. Eddie, I tried to host you. Hopefully it worked. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that, man. I'm sure it will work. I don't see you on the host list, but not a big deal, dude. Thank you for trying at least. I'm sure it'll come in eventually. Can say one thing with SimpleAlerts, the UI is very, very clean and min. Oh, you see that? Yes, that's exactly what I love to hear, dude. Thank you for that. Yep, that's literally like, when I thought about it, I'm like, black and white. We'll add dabs of color in there. Oh, let me show you the homepage, Mr. Demon Wolf. So this is the homepage as well. So we have this here. We have our connect with Streamlabs button. It's like very, very simplistic like this. That's it. That's really all it is. So I hope you like that too, man. Do you guys know a good time tracking app for Mac? Have several clients and project I need to track. Good time track. So what do you mean? Do you mean more of like tracking work time or like time boxing things? That makes sense. Dragon Dust. Even more simple. Yeah, dude. One of the reasons why it's so simple is because I didn't have a lot of time to do it, and two because I like very simple things. I don't know, not too much. Ah, yes, tracking work time. Gotcha. Oh, they have a plugin in IntelliJ, WebStorm. Cool, awesome. Yeah, I would check that out. I don't personally know of one, unfortunately. Sounds cool though. Damn, div with the troll, dude. I don't know why. Festify keeps pooping itself today. Their servers might be overwhelmed. Alright, so all events have one filter in common, which is bump by time filter. By enabling this filter, comma, events that pass the minute threshold you set will be bumped to the top of their respective event lists. I'm currently on a time tracking application, but I'll give you a better advice. Install GitLab. Huh. What's going on with your time tracking application, off that one? Curious. Yeah, sorry, Drag. I don't know of any time tracking ones, but I'm glad people here have some ideas on that. Okay. So donation events. Cool. Yeah, and you guys can see here you have the like bump by amount, bump by bits, all that stuff. Yeah. And then I have a little description under it. I hope that's enough for some people. But we'll see. I'm gonna do donations and bits and cheers. It's basically the same thing. It's very specific for my application. If I open it for others, I see more stuff coming to me. Cool. That's very cool, Off. How long have you been making it for? It's Slayer, Google Docs. We're such nerds, guys. I love it. Okay, so donation and cheers. So donations and cheers. I don't know if this should technically be capital. I'm just gonna capitalize it anyway, so. Donation and cheers should the ability to be filtered by amount. For example, setting a donation and or cheer threshold if an alert is I think we can give the donation example maybe, and then I think people can understand that that would apply to a cheer as well, because it's the same sort of deal. Hey guys, stay hydrated, bot. Water, tea, coffee, beer, wine, whatever you're drinking. Drink away, drink away. Bibisky! Welcome in. Morning to you, friends. Welcome into the stream. It has been a little while. You just got so excited for the morning, I know. Donation tiers have the ability to be filtered by amount. For example, by setting a donation, or by enabling the bump by amount filter, any donation. How's it going, Bibisky? Nice to see you, dude. Welcome in. Any donation at that amount or higher will be, what did I say? Bumped, yep. Bumped to the top of its respective event list. So this logic applies. This logic also applies for bump by bits. Or for the bump by bits filter. Cool. So donation tiers have the ability to be filtered by amount. For example, by enabling the bump by amount filter, any donation at that amount or higher will be bumped to the top of its respective event list. This logic also applies for bump by bits, for the bump by bits filter. Awesome. I found the name Waka Time. Oh, that's a cool name. Waka Time. Sweet. Subscriptions. We forgot subscriptions. Come on there, guys. Subscriptions. Subscriptions. A big subscriptions, say, like, have become a large part of Twitch. Alec, you don't stream on the weekends, do you? Most of the time I don't, Slayer. There are very few times that I will. It all depends. It depends what's going on. So, it depends, yeah. It depends on what's going on, but... hey, what's up, Lithium? Well, hey there. Well, hey there to you. Welcome back. How's it going? Or if you need a project management time tracking tool, you maybe want to have a look at activecollab.com. Wow, I didn't realize there's so many like time tracking tools. That's actually really awesome. One thing I used to use was, I use Jira. I don't know if that's really time tracking. I think it is, right? It's like a Kanban board and everything. I used to use Jira a lot. I like having programming streams on the background on the weekends when I code as well. Gotcha, Slayer. Yeah, no, I do too. Most of my stream watching is actually done during the week, during work. But I play it in the background as well. I really enjoy that. Jira has plugins for everything. Yeah, they really do. Holy moly, Babisky with the $5 donation. Much appreciated, my dude. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully this helps you get some coffee. Hell yeah, it does. It'll definitely help me get some coffee. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for that. Jira, what the fuck? Unfollow. You're great. You're great. Dude, thank you so much for that $5. Yeah, dude, that's going to help me get tons of coffee. That'll give me like 3 cups of coffee. Thank you for that, dude. Really appreciate you. Jira's expensive like hell and tries to fit everyone and everything. That's true. Jira is massive, dude. But I used it at work. I never actually went through and did it myself. And you know what I just realized? We did not get our event for this. Uh-oh. We should have gotten that event there. That's interesting. Three cups of for €5. Geez, coffee is cheap. You're at. Nah, dude, I rarely go out and buy my own coffee. Most of that would be spent on creamer for my coffee at home. Thank you again, Babisky. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate you stopping by. I need to look at this. That didn't come in. Saints of the Sea with the host. Bringing in those 3 fresh new devs. Welcome in, folks. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. Appreciate that, dude. Jira is so awful. I avoid contracts that use it. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, and Eddie, I agree with GitHub issues. I totally agree with that stuff. I love GitHub and their issues, which is why in this project I heavily invested in it. I've been working while writing some code. No worry, Kevin. Sorry to hear you say my name. Oh, sorry. Is that cool with you? I don't know. I feel like when I know people's names, I'd rather just say their name and not use their username. But that's completely up to you, dude. You let me know. I don't mind either way. I'm going to make a test donation real quick because that was really weird. Babisky's donation should have gone through. If his donation didn't go through, then, well, buddy, we got a problem. Oh, you know what? I wonder if in the code... Yeah, because that donation went through no problem. Let me see. Okay, so we did new followers, sending stream data, starting settings in doc. No, his didn't come through. I gotta check that. That's actually a bug. That donation should have came through. Interesting. Okay. Definitely write that down for next time. Oh, but it's still cheaper and better than Jira. You can call him whatever you want, bud. Sounds good. Sounds good, Kevin. I'll call you that. This is why I use GitLab community. Let's remove that. Damn, yeah, definitely need to look into that. Okay, scoopers have become a large part of Twitch and are also a large part of SimpleAlerts. With subscriptions, you have the ability to enable 2 filters. Bump by months, and let's do and bump by tier. A random program made ages ago is binary to number. Awesome, Dave. That's sweet. Super sweet. I recently switched from Jira to GitLab and love it. I've heard a lot of good things about GitLab. I've heard many good things about it. Oh no, Hex. No! Getting wrecked, man. So sorry. Getting wrecked. So we'll do bump by months. Allows you to, or bump by months will push events to the top of its respective list when a resub month threshold has occurred. Because Nightbot wrecks me. That's Nightbot's job. To go out and wreck everyone. But going to be much better. Oh my god, Eddie, dude. Like, this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. You're just ripping them, dude. It's so funny. But you must have had a really bad experience if you hate him that much. Bump by tier has the same concept. Sorry, I just don't like Windows and Delazing. They are products built for managers who have no clue and buy it and think solves all their problems like a silver bullet. Hey, no, Eddie, that's perfectly fine, man. It's good to have an opinion on stuff like that. You don't say sorry for that. Not at all. Let's see, if a tier level, see if an event with a specific tier, specific tier level is used or is passed, the event will be bumped to the top of its respective list. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I use Windows at work for development. I use Windows at work for development too. I used to like OS X and Linux a lot, but the truth is, I'm where I want to get my work done and move on to the rest of my day. Yeah, that makes sense. Holy Eddie, thank you so much for that 400 biddies. Thank you, my friend. And you see the alert came in. I don't know why the donations aren't coming in, but really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much for that support, man. That's awesome, man. But yeah, so here's your event. Your cheer has popped up there. And so I'm just gonna let it play out and we'll go from there. Yeah, and so essentially I can click it when it's red, and that's it. So hey, I think it's cool. I think this can really help a lot of people out. Obviously, I'm not a streamer that gets like massive amounts of events, so I think this app will definitely adhere to those people. Lithium with the 2,000 bits. Lithium, thank you so much, dude. Wow, dude. Eddie and Lithium, thank you guys. Holy crap, that's sick. And so you can see that the man, Lithium always dropping those massive bits, dude. Thank you for that. You can see that my threshold here was 1,000 bits, so it broke. So it's bumped to the top of the list first of all, and then it's highlighted yellow, meaning hey, like this event just happened. You guys rock. Thank you so much for that. For real, thank you very much. But yeah, it's like I want to know your guys' opinion. Just testing the bit bump. Thanks, dude. Thanks for testing that bit bump out for me. For real, that's awesome, man. Really appreciate you. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Do you guys think that that's something that, like, I feel like that's useful. And I'm always looking for feedback on this stuff, so definitely let me know. Thank you guys both again for that support. Really, really appreciate that for real. All right, let's put that back there. Okay, so if an event with a specific tier level is passed, the event will be bumped to the top of its respective list. Got it. So same deal, right? And I think that's about it. So contributing, and we'll go from there. My hosting is working now. I think there was a delay. Not sure if you got a notification. Let me check. I gotta go for dinner in a few minutes, but catch you all soon. Eddie, thank you, dude, again for coming by, and thank you for dropping those bits. Yeah, I have you on here, Eddie. I see you. I got you on the list. Thank you very much for that auto host, man. Always be coding. Hell yeah, dude. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day over in Thailand, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. Hey, Mark Gregory. Yeah, welcome in. Nice background mood. Can you show me the playlist? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Mark. We're using this app called Festify. You can actually go there and vote for songs and request different songs through that application, so feel free to do that. But if you want the actual playlist from here, it is... I don't have the link for it right now, but literally if you have Spotify, and I think most people these days do have Spotify, just head over and go to Chill Vibes. It's a Chill Vibes playlist through Spotify. They have some really awesome music on there. I really like it as well. All right, contributing. Next section in the README. SimpleAlerts is an open source application. I have Amazon Music. Okay. All right. Not everyone has Spotify. You're right. My dad has Amazon Music as well. He's very obsessed with his Alexa and Amazon Music integration. SimpleAlerts is an open source application. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's good there. SimpleAlerts is an open source application that can always be improved and built upon. I have Amazon amazing music too. SimpleAlerts is an open source that can always be improved and built upon. If you are interested in contributing and or found a bug, Genti has followed. Thank you so much, Genti, for that follow. Welcome into the Pixelogic team. Nice stream. I'll drop by after my stream. Oh, cool. Well, hey, thanks for dropping by during your stream. Sounds good. Thanks for coming by, man, and thank you for the follow. And now we can test out the bump event here and see what happens. See below to continue. To get started contributing. This part's going to be the longer part. So I'm going to actually delete this stuff. And then we're going to go ahead and figure out... I need to put this somewhere. You should create a Docker image and push it to Docker registry so you can run this thing even on stuffs like QSnaps or CNAs. Huh. Honestly, that's actually a really cool idea. That would be really, really cool. That was one of the things I was thinking about here, like recently as well. There's like, okay, so we have 3 different, not projects, but we have 3 different sections of the app, right? We have our Angular front end, we have our Node middleware, and then we have our Mongo storage. So the Mongo storage is easy, right? I'm planning to throw that up on MLab, and that already has its own connection that you connect to. I want to put the Node server on Heroku, but I also need to host the Angular project somewhere. And essentially what I should have done from the beginning is I should have integrated my Angular app within my Node server. So I'm trying to think now if, one, should I go ahead and try just integrating those together? Or 2, I just host the server alone on Heroku, and then I put the Angular app on another cloud server. Like I have where I host my websites all the time. That would probably be the easier solution. Why not pushing it to Google Kubernetes Cloud? It's one of those things. Yeah, and you're right, and that's why I'm bringing this up, because you brought up the Docker image, and that sounds like that would make sense. So one, I've never used it. I don't know how the learning curve on that would be. Hopefully not too bad. And then 2, the other solutions are free. They have a free tier. I don't know if maybe you can tell me off. Do those have some sort of free tiers that we're able to use? You can use the latter. You can use something like Cloudflare to serve your Angular code, no server load at all for the Angular parts. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lithium. To me, that it makes more sense. It makes it's easier for me as well, because I've done that before. You can create Kubernetes clusters with Hake? No, you can't. Dude, don't play with me like that. That would be actually really freaking cool. What? Lithium, thanks for that feedback too, man. I think that would make the most sense. Yeah, and you're right. No server load at all for Angular parts. Yeah, it'll just be all right there, ready to go. Sure you can? I'm looking this up. No. No. Don't mess with me like that, dude. No. There's no way. You're lying. Using the separated hosting approach, you would need to store the URL to your API in your Angular app. You would just need to make sure that your node service handles core as well. Yes, I've set up cores from the beginning, Lithium. Because already in testing, right? I had to do that. No.
You want to create a stunning website?
This is a lie. Really? Sorry guys, I would show you on the main screen, but it's a completely separate computer, so I can't drag it over.
Okay, Google. Talk to Kubernetes engine.
Sure, here's the test version of Kubernetes engine. Good day.
Create a Kubernetes cluster.
How many nodes shall I provision?
Oh my god, dude, that's wild. I like this idea of the generally run DevOps. That's crazy. Wow. All right, you proved me wrong. You proved me wrong there. Here's a follow event, guys, as well. So you can see that Genti followed. And so essentially I can shout it out and be like, hey, cool, good to go. We can remove it. Same thing here with Lithium's donation, bit drop. Do that there, and it pushes it to the bottom of the list. That's the cool part about it. And Eddie's as well. That just pushes up because it didn't meet that threshold. Man, I really thought you were trolling me right there, but that's actually really cool. That's pretty, it's just like such a, I don't know, it's so weird to think about. Huh. Very, very cool. Okay, similar to open source application that can always be improved, or maybe that is looking for contributions. If you're interested in contributing and or found a bug, please see below. To get started with contributing. The video is a good entry point. Have fun watching it. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna watch that later when I'm off stream, so I can watch the whole thing. That is really cool though. That's a really interesting idea. I don't know. It's not like. I guess I've never seen anything like that. You always think of like working with code or working with anything technical as this big like. Have to be on the computer, I have to do it, but that changes the whole game right there. Like essentially you can start doing DevOps stuff from your phone or from your Google Home, you know? It's wild. Wild. Okay. So I think here getting started, or maybe we can do building the project. Imagine pushing to GitHub with voice. I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like that opens up a lot of doors for a lot of interesting tools. And building the project. Let's put here. I guess really it's just getting started with the node server. Are not building the project. It's more. Prereqs or I'm always bad with these titles. I think maybe maybe we can just start with like Angular client, and then we can just work down from there and do stuff like that. The future is now. It is. It's so true. SimpleAlerts runs on a Angular runs an Angular client. SimpleAlerts runs an Angular client. Up and running. So the node part of this uses Twitch for follows and subs. It also uses Streamlabs for donations and bit drops. Then you use WebSockets to push that info real time to Angular app. Just trying to make sure I'm understanding. Yeah, Lithium. Let me explain a little better. So that's basically spot on. But we are not using Twitch. We are using solely Streamlabs right now. I started off with Twitch, and I think that's when you first came on, when I was struggling a lot with Twitch stuff. But I realized I can get all these events through Streamlabs. The only caveat to that is all those events through Streamlabs, not everyone has Streamlabs, right? Not every person uses it. So it kind of holds it back, the app back for other people using it. But at the same time, most people are using Streamlabs on Twitch. So it's one of those things, those trade-offs, but to get Streamlabs up and running was dead simple compared to Twitch. So that's one, but it uses a socket from them that gets every event that you see on here. All the events are coming through a socket. That socket is delivered, those events are delivered to the node backend, which sets up a WebSocket to the Angular portion that gets pushed to a parent container. So this dashboard component here is receiving all these events, and then it delegates them out with a messaging service that I set up, and basically it just blasts them to each of these components in here, And the components are like, hey, if this event is this and I'm listening to it, go ahead and post that event in there. And so these are all separate components in each other that hold and listen to these events. So that's how it's working. But yeah, let me know if you have more questions, man. I'd definitely love to explain it. But the future is now. Doesn't that mean that it isn't the future anymore? Oh, Jesus. Hex, don't confuse me, man. I'm not ready for that. Yo, Rackmiz, I don't use Streamlabs. I know you don't. Wait, you don't, right? Really, you don't? It's so sad. Sell it to Streamlabs and buy that green Lambo? That's the plan. That's the plan. That's kidding. No, it would be really cool. When I first started this, I had someone from Streamlabs email me about the APIs. Like, I think it's just a generic email they send out, right? It's just like, hey, we noticed that you started building an app with our APIs. Do you need any help with anything, blah, blah, blah. But I told him about it, and I was like, you know, I'm making this app. I would love for you guys to take a look at it when it's done. And they're like, yeah, for sure. Send it our way. So that's kind of part of the social media posts. I want to tag them in it, because this app would not be, you know, it would not be available without them. So much appreciated to them. Add dark mode. What's up, Semi? Welcome in. Nice to see you, man. I know, add dark mode is right. That was one of the next things I wanted to add in, but that was more of like an update deal. Like a SimpleAlerts 2.0 or like 1.1. I'm Streamlabs. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, sorry, man. It kind of sucks. It was like really hard to try to figure that part out, but Twitch APIs are like scattered all over the place right now that I just don't even. It was too much of a headache to go through, in my opinion. I don't really find value personally in pushing Git with voice, but the ability to respond to events with the series of limited commands and monitor your infrastructure in real time sounds awesome. Yeah. Yep, I would agree, Lithium. I would agree. I think it's one of those things, like, people will start finding their niches for it, or niches, however you'd like to say it. That's alright. See how it is though. Rackmas, dude, just hop on Streamlabs. That's all you gotta do. It's easy peasy. And now they have Streamlabs OBS. So check that out. I think Streamlabs OBS is basically the competitor to StreamElements, because now they have their overlays and things that you can create that I think StreamElements already allowed you to do from the beginning. Kawaii, welcome in, and thank you so much for those 10 bits for that moral support. Really appreciate you. How's it going today? And there are your bits right there. There's your donation that came through. So the threshold right now for this is it was 1,000 bits, I think I set right now. So right now all the events will just come in and they'll sit there like that. So thank you so much again, Kawaii. Really appreciate you. How are you doing today? You having a good day? Does Streamlabs partner up with OBS for their Streamlabs OBS? Yeah, they did. They did, exception. So I don't know if you know, but Streamlabs. No, sorry. OBS is a open source project. So their stack is all there for anyone to use. So I don't know if they like had a official partnership, but they use their stack in order to make that. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you, Kawhi. I'm at work. It's cold. Oh man. Honestly, I wish I was in your weather right now. Actually, over the weekend though, I did go to the pool, which was nice. So maybe not. That's why I forgot it was open source. Yeah, it's all open source, man, which I think is incredible. Like, mad props to the people that made OBS. Semi bro with the 100 bits. Thank you for dropping those bits. Really appreciate you. And there are your bits right there for you to see. So let's go through this like we're using it, right? So I shouted out Kawhi right there. Got it. Boom. Semi bro I shouted out, and Eddie I also shouted out. So since Eddie is not here anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and remove his bits. And there you go. So these have all been shouted out, but they stay in the list just in case you want to have reference to them later on. And I'm actually going to move this bit. I think it's too high right now. Let's just do this to like 500. We'll keep that there. But yeah, so that's how the events are working. And yeah, that's what's going on. The donations, I think, are a little broken right now. I'm not sure what happened. I had one donation a bit earlier and it just didn't, the event didn't pop in here. The test event did, but the actual donation did not, which I thought was very interesting. So there must be a setting I need to change on there or something. Gotta drink some water. But thank you so much, Semi, for those 100 bits, man. Really appreciate you. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Thank you so much, Kwai. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I know it's probably not the most like prettiest thing out there, but I think it definitely is attractive, I'd say. I don't know, that's a weird thing to say, but like it's appealing. And I really enjoy it. I think it will definitely go a long way from here. But okay, cool. So let's get back to writing this README. So our Angular client, SimpleAlerts runs on Angular client that is simple to get up and running. I think there are some things I'm gonna need to put in here, like an environment file. Let me go ahead and actually do that here. So finish README. This is things to do before closing this task. 1, make sure M file is set up. Are set properly. Yes, kind of going back to what Lithium was talking about a little earlier. We're going to need to make sure that that stuff is set up because right now we're just using it locally, meaning it's not on the internet anywhere, but locally it uses a specific address, but when it's on the internet in the cloud, right, it's going to need another address in order to use it. So we need to set up those files that can be like, all right, cool, I know where I'm at right now, and do that proper one. So I think here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can do, let's do env properties, and then here we can just do a to do, because that one will definitely need to get done, but that's after we set it up. Okay, so Angular client SimpleAlerts, environment, blah, blah. Okay, so once we have the environment properties set up, I think when someone pulls this down, they're probably going to need to do an npm install. It's run project or run client essentially. After pulling, so you pull on the repository, you'll need to cd into it. Do cd when you are ready to run the server or run the client. Follow these commands. cd SimpleAlerts. That will bring us into the project folder, and then 2, it's really just ng serve, and that will run and build. This will run and build the client, and then just visit localhost 4200. This will run and build the client. Yeah, perfect. I don't know. I think Sometimes the formatting on this text editor bothers me. Like, I want it here, but every time I save, it's pushing it back out. I guess that's because that's how it should probably be. Whatever, dude. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Just going to use the restroom real quick, all right? I will BRB. Thank you. Hey guys, sorry about that. What editor? VS Code. Yeah, VS Code. And I think that's a simple thing that I can probably change. But I'm just too lazy as well. So that's what it is. Div, I use Sublime and Atom. Div, I would highly recommend trying out VS Code. I promise you, you will like it. That's all I gotta say about that. I used to use Atom religiously, dude, and then I tried VS Code, and now I religiously use VS Code. And I think it was because Atom was my first text editor I've ever used, and for some reason that really, I don't know, I really just I was more comfortable with it. But I would definitely try it out if you ever get a chance. Okay, cool. So run client. When you are ready to run the client, follow these commands. So it's Angular environment properties, run client. This will run and build the client. And that's it. At this point, you are good to go. Cool. And then the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or no, we just want 4. So node server. So this one is going to be one that will be a little more in depth. So SimpleAlerts uses a node.js server in order to handle requests from handle events from Streamlabs. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, one thing I need to do, I want to note this here, is make sure environment file is set up. This should also include a property, or yeah, a property for the Streamlabs auth URL. Don't want to forget that, because then the people are going to try to be trying to authenticate with my SimpleAlerts Streamlabs URL, and that's not going to work out because of the key differences there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so SimpleAlerts uses a node.js server in order to handle events from Streamlabs. There are many. Why is that? There are many. Hey, Ryonic. Welcome in. What's up? How's it going today? There are many. Let's just do it. Environment properties that need to be set before running the server. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, same here. Thanks for coming by, Ryonic. Okay, so for this part, I'm going to have to hide the screen at this moment, and that's because of the different properties that I need to grab from my environment file. So I'm going to do that now. Shouldn't be for too long, hopefully. Just need to grab these real quick. And yeah, I'm still here via voice, but you'll now see the starting screen. Sorry about that, but yeah, I need to get like some screen up that will do that. But yeah, we'll keep this going real quick. Let me go ahead and just open this very quickly, so I can get those environment properties. Just play some random midget board in the meantime. I think I'm all right with that. Yo, Andre Thunder, welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. If you give me 1 minute, I will come say hello. There are just many properties in here, and they all got stuff that I can't show, unfortunately. And it looks like there's some properties in here that I'm not even using as well. That's cool. Okay, I think this should be good. Hey Andre, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by today. Alright, I think we're good there, guys. There we go. Sorry again about that. And you can see Andre's event has popped up here, which is super cool. It's working. Did you use PHP or JavaScript with HTML? So Ironic, this is a full JavaScript stack. By that I mean we used Angular as a front-end client, which is a JavaScript library that creates your entire client via JavaScript and HTML. And then we used node.js as a middleware server. And then for our storage, we're using MongoDB. Part of the project. Hell yeah, you're right there. You're part of the project. Thanks for coming by and thanks for that follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you here. So you can see all of the different environment properties here that need to be set up. And I think actually some of these can be cleaned up and are not needed, like Twitch client secret and ID. I'm trying to debate whether I should be keeping these or not. But we'll see. I don't know. But so, okay. All these properties. So I guess it's start by creating a .env file that will store all these properties. Oh my gosh, Stream has no delay. That's amazing. Thanks, Ryonic. Yeah, people have been telling me that lately, and I don't know why. I guess I just got a good connection or something. But I'm glad that's like that. That will store all these properties. Now let's do it like this. That will store all these properties. And so the first one, let's do our colon here. Okay, and you can see now that Andre's follower event turned yellow, and that's because it's past the 3-minute mark threshold that I have set for this event list. any event that comes in that's more than 3 minutes long and has not been read by clicking on it, it will bump it to the top and it will turn it yellow to signify that, hey, like you need to read this. Yeah, and I think for this, essentially what we're going to do is just do like something like that. Current. Alright, so this can be set to dev. That's all it is. So that's good. Twitch ID, we're not like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for that. This stuff like I don't really need. Base URL. I also didn't have anything there for that. So all this stuff here, we might be able to just move to the bottom for now. But like this stuff, this is the stuff that we need. So, oh, I'm really liking this song. Streamlabs client ID is an ID for the app. This is an ID required. This is required to get data from Streamlabs. Go here to see how to set up a test application. All-Star Dethart, welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. Dethart, All-Star Dethart, I think. Much appreciated. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Are you using Twitch API? Veronica, no, actually. I started using Twitch API, which is why you'll see all this stuff down here. I'm actually using Streamlabs API. So it was kind of I was explaining it a little bit earlier, but essentially it was a handoff because not everyone uses Streamlabs, but Twitch APIs, in my opinion, are in a very awkward state right now where you just don't, it's hard to work with the documentation and implement their APIs. So Streamlabs API was much easier, in my opinion, to get set up and starting. So we started with that, and hopefully that should be good for a lot of people. And you know, if people are really interested in using this app and they're starting to request like, hey, we need something other than Streamlabs, then that's when we can, you know, maybe switch over to Twitch API, and hopefully by that time, the APIs will be good to go. Is Streamlabs API free, and is it easy? Because I don't understand the Twitch API. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Twitch API is like, it's just all over the place right now because they're going through a lot of different changes, and I think it just comes with it. API is free, yes. The Streamlabs API is free. Is it easy? In my opinion, it was very straightforward. Very straightforward. Streamlabs API docs. I'm just getting the link for this thing. There's a way to like set up your app or something like that. No, what the? Here it is. Registering an application. This is the part that we need. This will give you all your fun stuff. All the fun stuff there. So this is required to get data from Streamlabs. Go here to see how to set up a test application. Alrighty. Yeah, and that should give you the Streamlabs client ID, and that should also give you the Streamlabs secret. So let's go ahead and put that here. given to you when registering an application. I was thinking about maybe just setting up like a test one for everyone to use, and then posting the secret and stuff, but I don't know. I think it's easier maybe like this if people just create, like they just create a test one, right? It doesn't have to be a doesn't have to be a full-fledged one. So Ryonic Fire, thank you so much for that follow. Really appreciate you, and welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you here. So okay, we shouted out All-Star, shouted out Andre, and Ryonic just came in. We'll leave that up, so we can remove Janine. Andre and All-Star is there, and then so we have Ryonic Fire left. So we'll wait for that bump to occur. Okay, cool. So yeah, this will be given to you when registering an application from the link above. Cool. Yeah, it should be good there. You should auto remove based on a timer. You know, I was thinking about that. That was my original like theory on it. I don't think the big streamers will have time to delete. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. But I don't know. I got a lot of really mixed feelings on that because some people are like, what if they want to go back to it, or what if they want this or that? Like, give them the option to at least do it, because if you auto delete it, then you're not really giving the option. You know what I mean? Quiet, but it'd be useful to keep them all up on the list, wouldn't it? Exactly. That's exactly what the argument was. It's like some people still want them there and some people don't. So I feel like if we keep it there, that should be cool, and we'll go from there. Hey, Duel, what's up? What are you building? Duel, we are building a streamer tool, which you can check out at that GitHub link there. Right now, we're finished with it. We're just doing documentation to release it this week. But essentially, it's a way to filter out event notifications through Streamlabs and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing now. So essentially, you can separate out each event and you can filter them by specific filters. It should help. It should help do it. Is it just me, or do I hear Pixelogic pronouncing offs? What's your name is off? No, I'm just saying off. And I hope that's cool. Off by one. As off. Shorter. I post thank you tweets and stuff. Yeah, that would be very useful for that kawaii for sure. That's why I'm kind of. It just makes sense to keep it there for that. And then if if it's really a big thing, then I don't know. Let's just. I want people's feedback, There's only so much you can do yourself until you get people's feedback and all that stuff. Sure, cool. All right, sounds good. Will you be able to use this on my laptop alongside PS4? 100% kawaii. Yeah, like Off is saying, this is just a website. So it's going to be, I don't know, like SimpleAlerts.com or maybe like SimpleAlerts.tv or something like that. And yeah, it'll be right next to your computer. But must be an American accent? Yeah. First time I've heard that one. Those darn Americans and their accent. Then yes, I'll be using this for sure. Guys, we got one person using it. Hell yeah. Is it compatible with the IE9? I did write up here, Slayer, that to note, SimpleAlerts has only been tested in Google Chrome browser. So you could definitely try it out, but IE9 is probably one of those things. This will be given to you when registering an application from the link above. Okay, next one is redirect. Without a doubt, fam. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, girl. Hell yeah, girl. That's awesome. Thank you for that, Koi. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. All I needed was one person to use it, and if you're that one person, hell yeah, this is incredible. It's good enough for me. Streamlabs redirect URI is the URL that is redirected to after Streamlabs auth occurs. Oh, I guess we can keep that one. That one will probably be use this for local dev. Let me put that in there. Next project, iPhone frontend, iPad frontend, Android app. I love that off. That's awesome. I don't know, you know, I was thinking about doing, I don't know, I was thinking about doing React Native, but I don't know. I just, so many ideas. It's like, it's hard to pick sometimes. I've been looking for this my whole streaming life. For real though? That's awesome. That's fantastic. I'm honestly super glad to hear that. It's just one of those things that came to me one day. I don't know if I've told you the story, Kawhi, but I usually talk about it every once in a while. I thought of this idea because I watch Dr. Disrespect a lot, and he's constantly losing his place, you know? So I was like, man, this, like, what type of app? Like, people probably do this. Bigger streamers probably have this issue all the time, you know, like, especially ones that are constantly trying to shout people out. So I just thought that this would make sense to do it. And I thought it'd be a fun project. So yeah, we'll see. It should be cool. Kotlin native Android app. That, you know, that actually might not be a bad idea, because I've done iOS, but I haven't done Kotlin, but I know that it's very similar to Swift. That'd be interesting. That would be very interesting. Yes, I need something civil to show me who follows, etc. for shoutouts. Hell yeah. That's awesome, Kawhi. I'm really glad. I'm happy that you'll be using it then. I need to get the URL for this. Let me check this real quick. You can check out my recent projects. Hey, Duel, if you want, go ahead and join our Discord. We have a section in there where you can post all of your projects. It's called Project Showcase. I would love to take a look at it there. So definitely post in there. Ninja once took 2 hours to follow up all his shoutouts. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. Kawaii, thank you for those 100 bits. You're, for real, you're too kind. Thank you for, you're always throwing those bits every time you come on stream. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. You're my savior. No. None of that. Just trying to help out. Right now, I'm working through bots, and I'd rather just have something like this. Yeah, it's one of those things. Ballistics, what's up? Welcome. Should port it to a phone app using something like oh, gotcha. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know, Ballistics. If this happens, I'd probably just write it all in native. Or no, okay, if I did this, I would probably find a way to keep all the same logic like you're saying, just port it over somewhere. And honestly, can you fetch the dono message? Yeah, the dono message comes in as well, but for some reason the actual donations aren't working right now. The test ones do, but for some reason the real donations aren't working. Would be great if a streamer clicks on dashboard and can read the dono message from there. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So all the dono messages right now would come right here. So like these guys right here, like party and cheer and whatever, that's the dono message that appears. Like if people were putting messages with their cheers, that would happen. If you want a more native feel, there's always Angular native script, pretty much React Native, but uses Angular, so you could reuse some of the code. Yeah, that's good to know, Ballistics. I don't know, we'll see. These are kind of one of those projects where we'll see what happens, right? It's like, potentially it could get really, really big and people really like it and really want more things or fixes or whatever. Or it can just be one of those projects that it's just a project that I worked on and a couple previews and that's about it. So depending on how that goes, we'll see how features come out. And that's why I kind of left it open source, right? And so if like Ballistics, you're like, yo, I would love to use this for my, like a native version of this, then you can make a fork of it and then create that, right? Like that's the cool part about it, I'd say. I want it. This week, Kawhi, I promise. I want all the things. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how you like it when you're actually using it. And honestly, to get people to test it. That's probably the biggest thing. I would say this is a very like beta-isk project because it hasn't been tested by a widespread amount of users, so we'll see. Okay, cool. I need to get the URL, the redirect. Let me go to my server. Oh wait, no. It's just what is my redirect? Let me check. I'll promote it too. Yeah, Kawhi, I'd really appreciate that for real. Would really, really, really appreciate that. Yeah, I think I have a couple goals for this. Hold on, let me look at one thing real quick. The song's jamming. It's just dashboard. Okay, cool. Yeah, people can just use this then. Local host. Dash board. Yeah, that's not a big deal there. I need a. Yes. Oh, what is going on? There we go. It's really weird. Yeah, so I have two big goals for this app. One was to get Streamlabs to see it. I really want them to see it because it would be really cool if they'd be interested in integrating this into their own app themselves. I love the people at Streamlabs. They're incredible people. They're like, for real, they're awesome people. And then two, I would love for this app to be at least looked at or potentially used by Dr. Disrespect once, considering that this idea came from watching his streams. So I think that would be pretty cool as well. But honestly, anything would be cool to come out of it. Like I was saying, even if one person uses it, just like Kawaii, then I would be extremely happy. I created an issue for my thought? Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's perfect. Throw those issues up there and we'll get it started. Okay. Now we have our DB URL. And then again, this will just be the Mongo URL. This will be the URL for your local MongoDB or your local database. This path should work, or this URL should work. That's the path. Pather. Yep. I'm pretty sure that should be okay. DB name. This is the name of your local database. Feel free to create whatever name you like. I used SimpleAlerts. Pretty straightforward, I'd say. Store. I don't think we need that anymore, and we don't need cookie secret anymore. Awesome. So that is pretty much everything in regards to that. We do have all these guys. I think I'm going to remove them for now. And then we need to note here as well. Clean up UV file. Yeah, definitely want to clean that up beforehand to figure out what we actually need and what we don't need. Okay, cool. So start by creating an environment file that will store all these properties. I don't need all. We'll store these properties. It goes in there. That will do that, and then I think that's it. Oh, I forgot to do npm install. Pretty sure that's going to need to happen here. But yeah, so this will be run server. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I can't remember anything. Just do the same thing here. When you are ready to run the server, follow these commands. So one is to cd into SimpleAlerts -server. Second is to do our, we can do npm install and npm start. That will work here as well. And that's it. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Please note that your Mongo database will need to be running to use the local storage. Or for, I guess it doesn't matter. I think people will understand that. Like, I don't think they need to know that, like, in order to use a database, it needs to be running. I think people will get that. I hope, at least. Okay, node server, and then that's the last one. Just one more. 2, 3, 4. This will be Mongo database. SimpleAlerts uses a Mongo. I don't know if I should call it a MongoDB or I think Mongo database. I don't know. I think it means the same crap, but I like that better. Oh shit. No, I do not want this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Storage. Let's do MongoDB storage. And here we can say SimpleAlerts uses a MongoDB database that stores very basic user settings. And I'm going to list all the user settings out so people know what it's storing, right? Full transparency. It's not storing anything crazy, right? It stores your username, it stores your display name, and then anything that has to do here in regards to like your settings, but it doesn't store the actual events, right? So you won't get these events stored in the database for later use. Here are list everything being stored in the database. Yeah, I'm super cool with being open about that. I mean, There's not much being stored in here. It was user data ID. So your Twitch user ID or your Streamlabs user ID, your username and your display name. Yeah, let's do it like this. No, music is jamming today. I love it. Let's do it line by line. We can do ID, Streamlabs ID, or user ID. Twitch display name. Pretty straightforward, I'd say. Twitch display name. A username. Was this? I think it's the Streamlabs username. Yeah, it's Streamlabs username. And then settings. Any event list settings. So settings, any event list settings, such as threshold, which events are on, off, etc. Yeah. Cool. Okay, awesome. And I think there's maybe like one or two more things to do with the Mongo server to get started. And we should be good to go there. Man, readmes take a long freaking time to write. Holy crap, dude. So the next part is environment properties. There are none. There are none. There are no environment properties we need. So let's just run database. Or start database. I think this should probably be like start server. And then we can do here start client as well. Sweet. So start server, MongoDB storage, start database. Or maybe maybe we need to like install Mongo. I think it's just Mongo CLI. Oh, it's Mongo shell. Right, that's what it was. I think we do community edition is fine too, because you do need to have Mongo installed on your computer. I know that some of the documentation is a little confusing for people. So I'm going to try to find one that should be good here. Okay, this looks pretty good. So it's make sure to have MongoDB installed before you run it. Pretty straightforward, right? So install and set up. I don't want to give like very extensive tasks, right? Like this, I want to have it based more around SimpleAlerts, and then these other things just give documentation to people if they need to understand how to do it. Following these docs. By following these docs. So after setting up docs, or after installing, not setting up. I think we'll just install MongoDB, and then the next one will be set up. So make sure to have MongoDB installed before you run it by following these docs. Maybe just this doc, and then manual installation, and then start database. Before starting up the database, make sure you have to do this, or these commands. Open up a terminal window and type I think it's mongod. What's it? I never remember which one. No, it's Mongo. Or Mongod, right? Because that will actually start the connection server there. And then it's Mongo. So open up a terminal window and type Mongod. Open up another terminal window and type Mongo. That's where you can write all your commands. So in the Mongo terminal. Use command. Use, and then my database name. This will create local database. Don't forget to add this to your server env files. Yeah, it's a huge one. You can't forget that or the app won't work. And now I can't remember, I need to make a new collection as well, I think. Oh no, it should insert the collection once we do it. And that's it, you should be good to go at that point. Awesome. Cool. Alright, guys, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick. Thank you. Hey guys, sorry about that. It's also time to stand. It is that time of the day, and I got some really awesome news just now. If any of you guys are Twitch streamers out there, you know about the Twitch goals that happen during each stream, and I finally just hit Who's Watching the Watchers with 15 average viewers in the past month. Ooh, yeah. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. That's awesome. I thought I'd never reach that goal. That one was a hard one. So thanks to you guys for coming out. That's awesome. That's super exciting. I just got the notification for it. Baby, baby. Cool. I think we're very close to being done with this README. Let's finish it up. Okay, so before starting up the database, make sure to do these commands. Open up a terminal window, or yeah, open a terminal window, type mongod, open up another terminal window, and type mongo. In the mongo terminal, use command use my database name. This will create a local database. Don't forget to add the name of your DB2, your server D file. So, and this setup will only happen the first time around. Every other time, use or do these commands. So here we can do it's these same ones here again. I guess it's pretty much this. It's just a different way around it, right? So open up terminal window, type mongod, in the terminal, use command, use my database name, and that's it. It's pretty sick. Okay, cool. And I think that should be the extent of our environment properties, or it was the extent of the contributing portion. Like that's a lot of stuff. It's a pretty big README. Thank you. All right. Want to give a huge shout out to Streamlabs for their awesome API docs and services. Without them, SimpleAlerts would not be alive. Also, a huge shout out to the following libraries used in this app. Always like to give credit where credit is due. So let's go ahead and get our package.json file up. Essentially, it's just all these guys. I think we can just list them. Body parser. Oh, we should totally put the link to all these guys. I always try to do this in my projects. Try to list all the libraries that are used, and then give links to them so other people can take a look at them. Node.js middleware. There we go. What else we got? We got .env. This is a good one. Oh, I think we go here. Yeah, it gives us this guy right here. And another interesting thing when you do this is looking at all the libraries you've actually used. Like, a lot of these things we take for granted, I'd say. There's a lot of really awesome stuff that people have made, which is really cool. Oh, Express session we don't need any longer. So we're actually going to remove that. So let's go to our package.json here as well. Adios, friend. And okay. Yep, those guys are good. We don't need those packages any longer. We're not using them anymore.
I stare out the window, heavy on my pillow, right from the get-go. Nothing's good without you. She's a red like her, don't know her like her. Somewhere lost in my
Was there a specific node module?
What can I do? Everyone thinks
Let's do npm. Yeah, this is D1. There we go. There we go. Node MongoDB native. That's the one we're using. Random string. I don't remember if we're using that still. I'm gonna have to look. Streamlabs socket client. This is a huge one. To whoever made this. Mad props to you. I hope you see these streams. I hope you see them.
now that I'm running after you. This life has an echo. I can hear it if I let go. She says she's a no-no, but I hope I can change her mind. But in my mind's eye, I can see myself flying over to
Cool.
you.
Whoa.
What can I do? Everyone thinks I'm great apart from you.
And this one is this link here. WS here as well. This is just the WebSocket client. Yeah, this one. This is D1. Awesome. So that's pretty straightforward. Random string. I need to check to see if I am still using this. I mean, we just have it in our package.json and that's it. So, you can actually remove this. And then here, we can also remove it because we are not using it anywhere else. Sweet. Easy cleanup. Remove that, and then we can remove this. All right, so thank you to those packages, and let's also take a look at the SimpleAlert packages. Or they're the client packages, which can be found in here as well. This one, Moment, and did I end up even using Moment? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we got a couple here. Everything else is just Angular. Yeah. We'll just finish up with this stuff here. Don't need core.js. We need this one. And don't need those guys. Alright, cool. What? Yeah, these are great. Oh, they hadn't. There's an Angular Moment library here. I just used the regular Moment npm package. Yeah, but they're a cool library for time and such. Yeah, and this web storage service. Another good one. Cool. All right, so I think that's it for our thank you. So I want to give a huge shout out to Streamlabs for their awesome API docs and services. Without them, SimpleAlerts would not be alive. To the following projects used in SimpleAlerts. So we just list them here. I think that should be pretty good. All right, so what are we missing then? I think that's pretty much it. We can just do a... Cool, let's write that out. Awesome. I think we just do a commit now at this point. Maybe do a quick read through. I never missed another shout out. Again, SimpleAlerts is a streaming tool that helps organize your alerts by using meaningful filters. SimpleAlerts create to help streamers visualize their streaming events in a way that is more intuitive. It offers a way to separate your events into whatever groupings makes the most sense to you. Suppose you have SimpleAlerts make it easy to get started and understand how to apply different filters to your events. These filters can help keep you on track with shouting out your loyal viewers. SimpleAlerts is part of the Pixelogic Dev 28-day project stream. Visit the channel here to see more projects like this. Tech. SimpleAlerts was built using all JavaScript tech in a full stack solution. Let's list this. Client Angular, version 5.2.0, server node.js 8.9.4. And Mongo 3.4.3. SimpleAlerts has only been tested in Google Chrome browser. Cool, and then we have a how to use section, which is Coolio. And how to use, so we have event lists. SimpleAlerts revolves around separating out your stream events into a way that makes sense for you. This These events include donations, cheers, follows, and subscriptions. Each one of these events can be added to an event list individually or all together. Event cells. Each event list will only show cells based on each alert that has been enabled. That sounds kind of weird. Each event list will only show cells based on the event enabled for that list. I think that makes more sense. When you're done shouting out the event, click the cell to mark it as read. When you're ready to remove it, click the remove button on the right of the cell to completely remove it from your list. Filters. The key behind SimpleAlerts is its filter system. This system helps you to never miss an event again. Each event has specific filters that can be applied to them. All events have one filter in common, which is the bump by time filter. By enabling this filter, events that pass a minute threshold you set will be bumped to the top of its respective event list. Donation and cheers. Donations and cheers have the ability to be filtered by amount. For example, by enabling the bump by amount filter, any donation at that amount or higher will be bumped to the top of its respective event list. This logic also applies for the bump by bits filter. Okay. Subscriptions. 5. Okay. Subscriptions have become a large part of Twitch and are also a large part of SimpleAlerts. With subscriptions, you have the ability to enable two filters: bump by months and bump by tier. Bump by months will push events to the top of its respective list when a resub month threshold has occurred. Bump by tier has the same concept. If an event with a specific tier level is hit or passed, the event will be bumped to the top of its respective list. Cool. Contributing. SimpleAlerts is an open source application that is looking for contributions. If you're interested in contributing and or found a bug, please see below to get started with contributing. Maybe we should put like a GitHub issues thing here. To GitHub issues. All contributing should or will be done through GitHub issues. Will be done through GitHub issues. You have a bug improvement. Bug improvement. Please create a GitHub issue in this repository. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Angular client. SimpleAlerts runs an Angular client that is simple to get up and running. Environment properties needs to be set. Start client. When you're ready to run the client, follow these commands: cd SimpleAlerts, npm install ngn serve. Visit localhost 4200. This will run and build the client. At this point, you're good to go with the client side. Cool. Node server. SimpleAlerts uses a node.js server in order to handle events from Streamlabs. There are many environments. Probably just write environment properties. Environment properties that need to be set before running the server. Start by creating a .env file that will store these properties. Don't worry. Oh no. Don't need to worry. I was gonna say don't worry about committing, but I mean, this is just pulling it down and including it. Node environment. This can be set to dev. Streamlabs client ID. This is required to get data from Streamlabs. Go here to see how to set up a test application. Streamlabs secret. This will be given to you when registering the application from the link above. Streamlabs redirect URL. This is the URL that is redirected to after Streamlabs auth occurs. Use blah for local dev. This will be the URL for your local database. This path should work like that. Okay, cool. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry.
If you wanna feel loved, come out with me. I just want the company, and you do that perfectly. Unfold your creases and once from your brow to in such a way that makes you unwind and undo. And if you lie still, you'll feel the heartbeats collide. Their fights will slowly subside until they're one. And I'm thinking this is bliss. This is happiness. Oh, please, to have something to miss. If we tangle our fingers, capture our fears, we could hold them captive till they hold us no more. And feel the grooves that show my journey. Read the patterns, read the stories in each one. And I'm thinking this is bliss. This is happiness. Oh, please, to have something to miss. And I know it's far too forward to say I love you. And I know it's far too soon to say I miss you. And I'm far too proud to say that I need you. But the way you make me feel is so untouched. Bliss. Oh, please. Oh, this is bliss. Oh, baby, tell me not to feel it too hard. Please. Oh, this is so, this is so.
All right, guys. Sorry, really sorry about that. Just had to go handle something very quickly. All right. All right, so we're here. That's gonna be set to test. This will be given to you when you're registering the application from the link above. Okay. tweaking, readme spacing. Something I always forget to do.
Coldest night I ever felt spent with you.
There we go. Much better there. And then much better here as well. Oh no, I forgot one. Damn it. I messed up.
Say you don't love me. I'm too plain.
I messed up. Alright, one more time with the spacing.
That way.
Oh boy.
Say you don't know me. It's okay. If I'm a rock, you're the ricochet. You're the ricochet. If I'm a rock, you're my ricochet.
It was over in tech. There we go. So I added that one there. I think that's it. I think some of these headers are 4 and 5. So let me double check those. So how to use is 3, right? And then eventless, how to use is 3. Eventless is 4. Then cells, filters 4. I think that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Subscriptions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Contributing is 3. GitHub issues is 4. Angular client 4. Iron properties 5. 5. 4. 5. 5. Start server 4. 5. 5. And then 3. Okay, cool. Those look good. And I think that should be the end of it. I hope. Git stats. Let's make sure again. Tweaking. Spacing. Again. In README.
Last time we did this, we didn't speak.
Hydrated bot. Alright, guess it's time for some more water.
Understand my initial hesitation if I feel this might be too much. You're killing me with your eyes, but with your smile you revive.
Alright, there we go. Much better.
Could only see how you get to me, and if you want this, tell me, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty solid README. Let's review this dependency vulnerability thing. Known security vulnerability in 2.16.3.
Last night we felt it. We didn't need to speak much. I hope it won't become apparent that we rushed it.
Before 503 or 421 suffers from modification of assumed immutable data. Okay. So let's do this one. Let's see. Source package, SimpleAlerts package block JSON. Yeah, so where is this one? This is just in SimpleAlerts. Package.json. Or lock JSON. Okay. So that's going to be SimpleAlerts. What is this one called? It's called Poic. Oh, that's why. It's because all of these other dependencies require two something. Might run into some issues there. Yeah, that actually probably won't work because there are a bunch of other dependencies that require that. Heroku app? Digital, the Heroku app is not up yet. It's not up yet. We finished up the README today. So I will get that up to you at sometime this week, and that's when our official launch will be actually happening. Sorry, Digital. We'll get there soon though, I promise. This week is more of like the admin stuff and getting all those dumb things set up and all that. So cool, guys. Yeah, stick around for the raid. Would love to have you come in and support. Appreciate all you guys coming by. It's been a fun day today. One step closer. Every day is so close to getting this going. See ya, fam. All right, fam. Yeah, see you all in the Discord. See you all in the Discord like always. Cool. Peace and love, guys. See ya.